IRONE Borges is alone and still in shock. She's wondering how her beloved son could have been shot by army soldiers, not on a faraway battlefield, but right in the neighborhood where they live. Her son Victor is a family man, a hard worker who stays away from any trouble. But 2 years ago, when driving back home with friends after watching a football match, Victor was shot by army soldiers at a checkpoint at the entrance of Maré, the shantytown he lives with his family.
He was shot twice with a machine gun and he was taken to the hospital in a military tank.
The military was in the middle of a 16-month-long operation, troops backed up by the police, stationed in his neighborhood around the clock to crack down on crime and drug gangs. The shooting of Victor was a mistake, and it cost him dearly. He is now confined to a wheelchair, still too scared to want to speak on camera or even be filmed. Eventually, the military occupation of Victor's neighborhood ended, but now the troops are coming back with even more power than before. President Michel Temer ordered the military this week to take complete control over policing in Rio in an attempt to bring back law and order after a surge in violence. There are 16 million people that live in the state of Rio de Janeiro, and the security for all of them now rests squarely with soldiers from the army. The last time the military played such a prominent role was over 30 years ago, the time of the military dictatorship. The government says now is the time to get the army back on the streets because they say here in Rio, the police have failed. But lawyer JOAO TANCREDO echoes the sentiments of many here who says that the hundreds of millions to be spent on militarizing Rio would be better channeled into dealing with the root causes of the city's problems.
We need education, better health, jobs, better planning. There's no miracle that the military can solve.
But the army for sure plans to go back to Maré, where Victor was shot and still lives, and that leaves his mother furious. She doesn't want them.
When the military say it's to guarantee law and order, I ask, for who? It's not for us who are poor, black and live in slums. It's for those who live in the richest area of Rio de Janeiro.
For a mother still hurting for a son left crippled for life by the very forces that were meant to protect him. Gabriel Elizondo, Jazeera, Rio de Janeiro.